You may be seated. Ariana Ray Pantoja, Senior Class Secretary, and I have the honor of serving as your Master of Ceremonies this evening. Welcome to the 2025 Graduation Commencement Exercises. We appreciate your presence here tonight as we commemorate the ending of our public school education and the beginning of our adult lives. The day we all longed for is finally here. Once again, on behalf of the class of 2025, we welcome you to our commencement exercises. At this time, I ask that you please stand and join us for the national anthem with the Pledge of Allegiance and Texas Pledge led by Senior Casey Salazar.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. Pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible. Please remain standing for the invocation delivered by Crystal Cardona.
Please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we thank you for our time here together, for all the friends we have made, for all the days of laughter and fun, and for all the times of great discovery and learning. We thank you for all who have given of their energy and skills so that we can graduate today. Our teachers and mentors who guided us through the years, for our families who have cheered us on to the finish line and stood by our side through the bumps of the road, for the friends who have become family, for the hardships and tears we have endured together side by side. As this chapter on our life closes, so a new one begins. We present ourselves like an open book before you. Fill us with your love and guide our path as we journey into this new chapter. In your name we pray, amen.
Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And against red light, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and our home of the brave.
You may be seated. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our distinguished guests this evening. Please help me recognize them. Mr. Robert Munoz Jr., Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Noel Bernal, Commencement Speaker. Mr. David Alanis, Board President. Mr. Noe M. Castillo Jr., Board Vice President. Mr. Gilbert Hinojosa III, Board Secretary. Mr. Eduardo E.J. Garcia, Board Assistant Secretary. Ms. Yesenia Morales, Board Trustee. Mrs. Sonia M. Lopez, Board Trustee. Mrs. Mariana Reina, Board Trustee. Mr. Edmundo Garcia, former Board Trustee. Mr. Michael Solis, High School Principal. Mrs. Margot Watson, High School Counselor. And finally, Mrs. Veronica Alejandro, CCR Director. At this time, I'd like to introduce tonight's guest speaker, Mr. Noel Bernal. Noel is a La Villa High School alumni from the class of 2004. He is a seasoned leader in professional local government management with nearly 15 years of experience driving civic innovation and infrastructure development. From addressing digital inequities in one of the nation's most disconnected cities to tackling rural infrastructure challenges at just 25, Noel has built a career marked by a commitment to civic entrepreneurship. With a strong academic foundation, including a master's of public administration from the University of Texas Pan American and certifications from the International City-County Management Association and Texas State University, he has continuously expanded his expertise. His leadership extends to board positions with the Institute for Building and Technology Safety, Local Government Hispanic Network, and Texas Municipal League Intergovernmental Risk Pool, as well as involvement with the Bloomberg Harvard City Leadership Initiative. In 2024, Noel founded Main Street Public Financial to help reshape how public institutions approach workforce retention and financial security. His vision is to advance entrepreneurial thinking in the public sector, ensuring that government employees have access to sustainable and innovative financial solutions. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Noel Bernal.
Buenas tardes. Good evening. Let me set my timer to stay within the time that I was given. It's so good to be here. It's good to be home. So a year ago, I spoke at the Aurora Community College graduation in Denver. 2 weeks ago, I spoke at the National Minority Supplier Council out of Denver to the recent cohort of minority business enterprises that just got certified. And I've had other opportunities to speak throughout my career. I will submit to you, though, that this is the most special opportunity I've had to speak, to give back, to share a bit of my story with you all. And really, I'm just humbled, and I owe so much to La Villa. This is my home. I love my community. I've always taken pride being from La Villa. I have chills being here, but it's a pleasure. And I want to just tell the students really quick before they get distracted with the phones, because we have like a 2-minute soundbite mind nowadays. What I'm going to do, I'm going to share my story a little bit. I'm going to tell you why I share what I share, and then I'll give you some advice. I want to give you the structure up front. So this year marks 20 years since I walked this very stage here in La Villa. As you heard, it's been around 15 years that I've had in my career so far. If you do the math, I should have 16 to 18 years of professional experience. If I had graduated and finished in 4 years with my bachelor's degree, and if I had taken 2 years to earn my master's degree and launched my career at 22, I'm 39, I could have been further into my career. You see, there are timelines and standards and benchmarks that you have been told, that you have read, that you believe are the steps that you should be on. And let me tell you that that wasn't my life at all. I was not on schedule at all. Also, judging by what you heard in this little bio, you would think I was an Eagle Scout, 4.0 student, top 10, student council president, FFA winner, and whatever else you want to throw in the mix. You would think, right? Let me tell you what I was. I was poor, working class family, migrants. I was a teen father at the beginning of my sophomore year. Okay? I am a Hispanic, I'm a minority. Hispanic males statistically don't do very well in life. You see, I already had enough statistical issues and challenges that I had imposed upon myself. I did not have a pristine track record. So on top of the years that it took me to get my career launched and the not so good track record during high school, I've been okay, and thank God I have had a blessed career. And I want to say that to you all because I want to share my story and share two things across, two principles that I'm modeling for you right here. One is authenticity, and two is vulnerability. As you go through life, as you prepare yourself, being from La Villa and whatever other circumstances that mark your life up to this point, they are what they are, but you still have the ability to overcome and change it. When you get your high school diploma, and when you pursue your degrees and whatever else you want to do, all that's going to do for you is give you access to rooms. It's going to open up doors that perhaps wouldn't have been opened if you didn't have that degree. But here's what's more important. When you go and interview, when you go out into the marketplace, into the world, we live in a global economy, more than your skill, more than your credentials, what matters is your character. And if I had walked into those rooms and said, look at me with this perfect track record, that would have been one story. But when I walked in there and explained what I just shared with you and what I had to overcome in my own self-imposed personal adversities, which story do you think was more compelling? Now, I'm not telling you go be a teen parent. I'm not telling you go do what I'm doing. No, I in fact don't recommend it. I don't recommend it at all. But what I'm saying is circumstances do not define who you are and who you can be. Some of you, for example, when I talked to your counselor about this, she says, you know, remember, we're a small school. I said, yeah, I'm from La Villa. I'm from that big city. Being from La Villa is not as relevant as you think. I also thought that being from a small town, having had a child, I even owe child support coming out of high school. Go figure. I was in a hole. I started at a deficit. But you know what happened? So here's what I did. So some of you all have been sharing your plans. I'm going to this college. I'm going to that college. I want to be this and I want to be that. And that's fantastic. Dream and go for it. You know what I wanted to do when I was in your shoes? I was just waiting for my 2 weeks from graduation. I had a plane ticket to Missouri to go to the Army for basic training. Because to me, my way of getting out of my hole was to go to the Army, serve my 4 years, get the GI Bill, have it pay my college, and start paying my child support bills. I wasn't thinking about universities. Now, did I have the potential and the talent? Yes, I believed in myself. But I just felt that I wasn't your traditional student that had the freedom to think and to plan for the future the way that you all have this clean slate. So I was in a different world. I was there, but my mind was, I'm gonna be flying in 2 weeks, my first flight ever. I had never flown before. And here's what happened. Went to training. The same issues that I just told you about haunted me when I was at the Army. So I got sent back. Hey, go take care of your legal issues. Go take care of your child support issues and then come back. Because my recruiter made a mistake. I see it as a blessing in disguise. Came back. Got a job. Enrolled in school. And then I thought I wanted to be a physical therapist because I had a cousin who was in physical therapy and I said, I want to be that. And then I took anatomy and physiology, saw blood, and said, no, that's not for me. So I kept going. Then I said, well, I also like education. I want to be a teacher. I want to give back. I want to inspire students. So I kept going. I lost a year because after I left to the military, I couldn't qualify for financial aid. I had to wait a whole year. So that's 1 year. And then I lost a semester and a half trying to be a physical therapist that did transfer over to education. So here I am, a year and a half. I go down the education route. I earn my associate's degree. And then I apply for La Via to be a grant coordinator here at the high school back in 2008 at the age of 22. And guess what? I didn't feel the passion. I said, I don't know that education is for me. I don't think I can really make the difference that I would want to make. I had all these ideas. I just didn't think I could do it. So what did I do next? I kept going. I wanted to be an attorney. I wanted to do civil rights work and help immigrant families. So I said, I wanted to do political science, government. And in that final semester, I took a class called Introduction to Public Administration. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know city managers existed. We talk about teachers and nurses and cops. We don't talk about city managers. I didn't know that. So, as the professor was bringing to life case studies, he was a city manager in Edinburgh. His name is John Milford. He's still a friend and mentor to this day. As he brought different issues to the class and I shared my thoughts, he said, you think like a public administrator, you should consider doing this for a living. I said, really? And you know what I thought about next? Here in La Villa, I remember walking to school. I hated the stray dogs. Los perros sueltos. I remembered the youth center. I loved to play ball, basketball. So I remembered all these different things. I remember my mom saying that she would want to have street lights in the road because it was dark where we lived. It was the county back then. So then I figured out, wow, this is a platform, this is a career that I can actually fix things that I knew about growing up, and I can improve communities. I'm gonna cut it short because I'm looking at time, but all that to say that I decided to pursue my master's, went through a fellowship program, got offered opportunities to go to Dallas, but guess where I chose to go? In that fellowship, there was a gentleman named Bert Lumbreras, who was an assistant city manager for the city of Austin at the time. And he said, you know what, Noel? That 10-year plan you presented during the interview process, it's not realistic. I recommend you go to a small town, test your skills, see if you really want to do this, and then you're going to get way more experience and then build from there. Around that time, I saw Manuel Hinojosa, commissioner. I spoke to some of the commissioners here and I said, hey, I'd like to go make a difference in this community. I want to help. This is what I want to do. 2 times, La Villa had a part of my story. The school district and the city of La Villa. And the rest is history. Falfurrias came calling. I got involved with the City Managers Association. I went to Taylor. I got to work on the site where Samsung Semiconductors has now built a $17 billion campus. Went to Dallas. Came to Brownsville. Was hired at the age of 32. I left there at the age of 36. And I'm, to this day, and I say it humbly, I'm the youngest appointed city manager in the city of Brownsville history. The prior youngest manager was 37. I was 32. In 2020, during the pandemic, y'all may remember, the valedictorian of Brownsville Hanna High School had to call a teacher to help print her valedictorian speech because she did not have quality internet in her home. The Mayor Mendez, I was a city manager, we decided to solve what's called the digital divide. 3 years later, a $90 million investment to build 500 lane miles of fiber so that people like you all weren't held back from getting ahead in life because of the lack of broadband or internet services. From La Villa, and I'm cutting it super short, look at what can happen. But you gotta do 3 things. You gotta own your life now, not later. Take ownership. I had to face my life. I had to face myself in the mirror and said, these are my circumstances. I was a knucklehead. My parents didn't raise me to make the mistakes that I made, but I can do better. I chose to own it, move forward. 2, get rid of any beliefs that you have that are called self-limiting beliefs. I'm from La Villa. I'm this, I'm that, I'm not 6'2", I'm not this. You gotta get it out of your head. Have confidence. The final thing is, it is a journey. Don't worry about the destination. Enjoy the process. Who you become is better than what you become. I'll say it one more time. It doesn't matter that I was city manager in Brownsville, I have a company, I'm in Denver now. It doesn't matter. It's who I am and the fact that I am proud of who I've become as a husband, as a son, as a father, and as a member of society to use my life to make a difference. I wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Noel Bernal, for your inspirational and motivating words. At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. David Alanis, our school board president, who will share a few words with us this evening.
Qué tremendo, ¿verdad? Tener uno de nosotros de la vía como Mr. Noel Bernal. Lo felicito siempre. Comienzo mi discurso en español porque quisiera reconocer, no nomás los gradantes, pero quisiera reconocer, y buenas tardes y bienvenidos a todos padres, familia, madres, abuelos, maestras. Hoy celebramos a nuestros graduados y todo lo que han logrado. Felicidades a cada uno y mucho éxito y en lo que viene. Tengo una reflexión en español que quisiera compartir con ustedes, ojalá que la entiendan. Esta reflexión vienen haciendo ustedes por lo que han logrado de sus hijos, sus nietos, sus sobrinos y qué sé yo. Había un muchacho que venía entrando a un pueblo y había caminado 10 millas en el desierto y traía un chamaco cargando en la espalda. Y cuando entró el pueblo ese, le preguntaron al chamaco que venía con el chamaco cargando, dice, ¿vienen ustedes bien agitados, cansados? Dijo, ¿cuánto tiene de cargar este chamaco? Dijo, 10 millas. Dijo, ¿y no te has cansado? Dijo, es mi hermano. ¿Cómo me voy a cansar? Así no son ustedes. ¿Cómo se han cansado en el trabajo que han hecho para estos graduantes? Son sus hijos, quizás sus nietos, sobrinos y qué sé yo. Quiero tomar un momento para agradecer profundamente a los padres, a las madres que nos acompañan hoy. También queremos agradecer a los hermanos y hermanas que han sido parte de este camino que han llevado desde cuando entraron a la primaria y luego pasaron a la secundaria y ahora aquí los tenemos. No podemos olvidar a esas tías, a esos tíos que con tanto cariño han estado presentes en la vida de nuestros graduados. Por supuesto, un agradecimiento especial a las primas y a los primos, ustedes que han sido compañeros de juegos y en muchos momentos. Y con todo el cariño del mundo, queremos agradecer a los abuelos, a las abuelas, que con su cariño y amor lo ha sido fortalecido. Vamos a darles un aplauso. Y cuando hablo de queremos, estoy hablando de la mesa directiva, no nomás de mí mismo, porque estamos en lo mismo, tratando de sacar adelante a todos los niños que puedan y darles las mejores tareas y los mejores estudios y los mejores maestros que les podemos dar. Queremos agradecer a los miembros de nuestra comunidad y a todas aquellas personas que de una forma u otra han contribuido al desarrollo de nuestros estudiantes y también a los visitantes que nos acompañan. También queremos agradecer a nuestros directores, maestros y al superintendente. Gracias por su trabajo, por cuidar a cada uno de estudiantes y por ayudarles a dar el mejor de lo que puedan. No podemos olvidar que sin Dios no somos nadie y sin las oraciones que hemos llevado y que han llevado ustedes también juntamente. Dios nos ha guiado, nos ha protegido durante todo este camino, gracias a Él, y hoy podemos celebrar este logro tan importante. Y le damos gracias a Dios y toda la honra y toda la gloria. En este momento les pido, por favor, así como están, que guárdenos un minuto de silencio en memoria de un padre, de un graduante que tenemos aquí y su familia, quien tristemente falleció recientemente. Que este gesto sea una muestra de nuestro respeto y apoyo a su familia en este dificulto momento. Se llama Víctor Manuel García. Por favor, un minuto. Muchas gracias por el silencio y acompañen a la familia en sus oraciones y a su hijo también. Gracias.
At At this time, I'd like to introduce Lavia's class of 2025 salutatorian, Annabelle Gonzalez. Annabelle will be attending Texas Holmes University and will pursue a bachelor's degree in nursing with a minor in biology.
Good evening, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you tonight as your salutatorian. On behalf of the graduating class, I extend a warm welcome to everyone who has gathered here tonight to celebrate this milestone. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable day. Your presence means more than words can express. High school is a journey marked by growth, challenges, and discovery. Over the past 4 years, we have lived, learned, loved, and yes, at times, lost. But throughout it all, one thing has remained constant: the presence of people who helped guide us through. Whether it was a teacher who believed in us, a friend who made us laugh when we needed it most, or a family member who reminded us to keep going, none of us made it here alone. Personally, I've learned one of life's most valuable lessons: it's okay to ask for help. And more often than not, help will come from those who truly care. To Miss Watson and Miss Steen, thank you for always opening not just your doors, but your hearts to me. Your compassion never went unnoticed. To Mr. Guajardo, thank you for challenging and believing in me. You pushed me to be better, and I am stronger because of it. To Mr. Sanchez and Ms. Rodriguez, thank you for filling our notebooks with knowledge and our faces with smiles. You made learning feel like more than just academics. Even if I didn't mention you by name, please know that your support has not gone unappreciated. I would not be standing here without you. A special thank you to my aunt, Miss Montelongo, whom I lovingly still call Aunt Jennifer, despite your insistence otherwise. Your support left a lasting mark on my classmates and me. Believe it or not, students still ask about you. Thank you for always pushing me to be my best, even when I didn't realize how much I needed it. To my family and friends, thank you for being my constant during the chaos. The late nights, the stress, the juggling of school, a part-time job, and extracurriculars. It all felt a little more manageable because of your love. To my parents, my grandparents, my siblings, your encouragement gave me the strength to persevere. And to my mom, dad, and big sister Brianna, thank you for walking beside me every step of the way. Even when things were difficult, your love grounded me. I love you deeply, and I am forever grateful. To my closest friends, Evie, Kaylee, Zeke, and Destiny, thank you for making high school unforgettable. Ricardo, the spontaneous group hangouts meant more to us than you'll ever know. To Jocelyn and Sandra, your friendship brought so much joy this year. I'm lucky to know you. To the class of 2025, it has truly been a privilege growing up with all of you. We may not be as close as we once were, but the memories we've created will stay with us forever. From paper planes flying across classrooms to deep conversations in Miss Cervantes' room, we've shared more than just classrooms. We've shared experiences that shaped who we are. To Casey, Max, and Itzel, thank you for the laughter and the chaos, the drama and the debates. You reminded me how beautiful it is to be surrounded by people who see the world differently, yet share the same space with kindness and respect. Many of us carry the memory of someone who isn't here with us today. Someone who believed in us, encouraged us, or simply cared. Though they're not here in person, their love and support remain with us always. I hope you find comfort in knowing they're proud of you wherever they are. We've all had moments when we wondered what others might think or say. The reality is, people will always have their opinions, but that doesn't mean they have to shape who you are. In time, the problems that once felt overwhelming begin to shrink, and you start to see what truly matters. At the end of the day, it's your peace, your choices, your future. Don't let the noise drown out your joy. And as we stand on here at the edge of what's next, it's okay to feel uncertain, and it's okay to be scared. And if you're just waiting for tonight to end so you can move on, that's okay too. Just remember, your journey is your own. We all have a place in this world, even if we haven't found it yet. So as we close this chapter and prepare for the next, know this. You are never alone and you are worthy of everything good that lies ahead. Congratulations, class of 2025. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce La Via's class of 2025 valedictorian, Destiny Marie Palomine Ramirez. Destiny will be attending Texas Women's University and will pursue a bachelor's degree in marketing with a minor in business administration.
Good evening. I want to welcome all the staff, families, friends who came out to support their graduates. It takes a lot of time and dedication to get students to this moment, and we couldn't have done it without your support. First of all, thank you to all the teachers who were there for us, not just in the classroom, but outside of it as well. They were the people we could talk to on rough days, when we needed a break from everything around us, or even just to vent and spend time with. For me, those people were Mrs. Watson, Mrs. Steen, and sometimes even Mr. Rojardo. Watson was the person I could run to whenever I had a question or a problem. Her door was always open, and she always made time for me. She gave us every opportunity to succeed, even when we gave her a hard time. Mrs. Watson isn't the type to take no for an answer, and tries to make everything work for us. I want to thank her for being someone I can rely on for the past 3 years. She never wavered in her dedication to her students, and she's someone I will always remember. Of course, her bestie, Mrs. Steen, was no different. However, she showed her support in a different way. I could always talk to her about my troubles, but her advice wasn't sugar-coated. She told it to me straight. That included her schoolwork too. Steen could find an error in every sentence. At first, I thought she was just being mean, but now I realize her attention to detail made me be a better writer. So thank you for always sticking by me. You know how much of a pain in the butt I was. And then there was Mr. Guajardo. This was the first year I had him, and every student I heard from said he was very strict and gave a heavy load of work. It made me a bit nervous, but once I got into his class, I realized he just had high expectations for us. Mr. Guajardo wasn't someone you can get away with missing class in. Every day was something new and something different. As the year went on, he started to grow on me. His sarcasm was something I looked forward to and made school fun, even when I wasn't excited about the work. I want to thank him for making this year enjoyable, and of course, for getting our parents' taxes work. However, that support also extends to our homes. Although not everyone has parents pushing them to be their best, there's always a tia, tío, primos, grandparents, cousins, or friends there to encourage us. I'm lucky enough to have a big family who remind me to dream big every step of the way. I can remember my tias dropping me off for school in the mornings and my cousins picking me up for lunch in Starbucks when I was having a bad day. Even just seeing my brother and cousins when passing the school halls made it a bit easier. But the one person who never stopped motivating me to do and want more with my life was my grandma. With her, there was no slacking off or falling behind. There were moments when I was frustrated, when I didn't understand why she was so hard on me. But now I do. Everything she did for me, every lecture, every reminder, every raised eyebrow, was because she wanted me to have the life she knew I was capable of having. a life without the struggles she carried for so long. We didn't always see eye to eye, but I knew her love was behind everything. And today, as I stand here reaching a milestone she once envisioned for me, I know I owe so much of her to her. Thank you for never letting me settle. I love you, Mama. To my friends, both old and new, thank you for being there for me through the good times, the tears, and especially the laughter. Thank you for seeing me at my best, my worst, and everything in between, and for loving me through it all. Your friendship is what makes schools feel like home, and I can't express my gratitude enough. There is one friend, however, without whom I couldn't have made it through high school. Our salutatorian and my best friend, Belle. Thank you for always being at my side, no matter how annoying I can get. No one else can read my mind the way you do or understand your stupid brain rot jokes. Even though we didn't get along at first, I'm so glad it's you I get to go to college with. And finally, to my graduating class, I know we heard the same phrase at the beginning of our high school journey. Enjoy high school because by the time you know it, it's over. At the time, we probably just brushed it off and didn't think much of it. We were just incoming freshmen, so we didn't pay much attention to it. Before we knew it, the carefree year was over, and we were heading into sophomore year. Like the last, we didn't take it too seriously. I mean, come on, we still had 2 more years, right? But that year ended like every other, and we entered junior year. This is where things started to feel important. We were expected to begin thinking about careers and our future, but most of us weren't ready for that, so we put it off. Soon it was over, and senior year was approaching. I think this is where we began realizing how quickly everything had gone. We needed to apply for colleges, FAFSA, finish our sports and clubs, and most importantly, buy our caps and gowns. Everything became too real. Writing this, I realized we were so caught up in everything that sometimes we forgot to enjoy little moments. Friday night lights, late night drives with your friends, and even the smallest of the things, like sitting with your friends in the classroom. We spent the whole year worrying about who we wanted to become instead of enjoying our time and the people we were with. This might be the last time we are all together, so for one final time, just look around and soak in this moment. One day, we'll become someone's mom or dad, doctor, nurse, teacher, etc. But right now, this isn't a memory. It's real, and it's happening. So take it in and enjoy it. Once again, congratulations to class of 2025. We made it. Thank you.
Thank you, Destiny. And now, please help me welcome Mr. Michael Solis, our high school principal.
Good evening, parents, family, friends, faculty, staff, and the exceptional class of 2025. Tonight we gather here to celebrate a momentous occasion, the graduation class of 2025. It is with great pride and joy that I stand before you as your principal to commemorate this significant milestone in your lives. I offer my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you for the incredible achievements you have accomplished during your time at La Villa Early College High School. Graduation is a time of reflection, a time to look back on the journey that brought us here today. It is a time to honor the hard work, dedication, and resilience that has characterized your high school years. From those first nervous steps in the hallways as a freshman to the confident strides you take today, you have grown and transformed in countless ways. As we celebrate your academic accomplishments, we must also acknowledge the broader scope of your education. High school is not solely about grades and test scores. It's about discovering your passions, building meaningful relationships, and learning life lessons that will guide you on the path to success. The class of 2025 has exemplified these ideals, leaving an enduring mark on our school community. Throughout your high school journey, you have embraced diversity, fostered inclusivity, and exhibited compassion for one another. You have stood up for what you believe in, engaged in thoughtful discussions, and challenged the status quo. Your actions have shown that you are not just passive spectators, but active agents of change, determined to make a positive impact on the world around you. As you embark on the next chapter of your lives, I implore that you carry with you the values that have shaped you into the outstanding individuals you are today. Embrace the power of empathy, kindness, and respect, for they have the ability to bridge divides, heal wounds, and create a brighter future for all. Remember, graduation is not an endpoint, but rather a new beginning. It marks the commencement of a journey filled with endless possibilities. Some of you may continue your education at esteemed universities, while others may enter the workforce or pursue different paths. No matter the direction you choose, embrace it with passion, determination, and a thirst for knowledge. As you navigate the road ahead, do not fear failure. Instead, view it as a stepping stone to growth and success. It is through the challenges and the setbacks that we truly discover our strengths and resilience. Embrace these moments, learn from them, and let them shape you into the best version of yourselves. In closing, class of 2025, I want you to know that you are capable of greatness. Believe in yourself. Trust your instincts and never underestimate the power you possess to make a difference. Remember, the support system that has surrounded you, your family, friends, teachers, and mentors. Lean on them when you need guidance and celebrate with them in your triumphs. I have no doubt that the future holds incredible things for each and every one of you. As you step out into the world, embrace the unknown, chase your dreams, and leave your mark on the tapestry of life. May you find success, happiness, and fulfillment in your endeavors. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are immensely proud of you, and we can't wait to see the incredible impact you will make on our world. Thank you. And now, Mr. Robert Munoz, Superintendent of Schools, as Principal at La Villa Early College High School, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present you the class of 2025.
And now what we've been waiting for. Graduates, please stand. I have the high honor and distinct privilege to certify that the students that are about to be called have completed their course of study as required by the rules of the Texas Education Agency and by the bylaws of the School Board of Education of the La Villa Independent School District. I hereby authorize that a diploma and a testimony of their achievement be awarded to each candidate that has met both credits requirements and mastery of the State of Texas Assessment and Academic Readiness, which is our STAR test. Graduates, please come forward as your name is called to receive your diploma as presented by members of our School Board of Trustees. At this time, we'll call forward the class of top 10 to receive the diplomas. Ms. Margaret Watson.
we will begin with our valedictorian, Destiny Marie Palomín Ramirez. Our salutatorian, Annabelle Lee Gonzalez. Ranked third, Ariana Ray Pantoja. Ranked fourth, Kayleen Marie Martinez. Ranked fifth, Crystal Marie Cardona. Ranked sixth, Casey Lynn Salazar. Ranked seven, Amelia J. Escobar. Ranked eight, Itzan Sanchez. Ranked nine, David Cortina. Ranked 10, Luna Lupita San Miguel, receiving in absentia. Andrew Acosta. Anna Karen Janelle Martha Castillo. Ismael Ian Cavazos. Heaven Rose Cerda. José Ángel Eliseche. Cynthia Esquivel. Ronnie Lee Flores. Janessa Marie Galindo. Destiny Garcia. Dianita Garcia. Ezequiel Garcia. Isaac Lee Garza.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to give a special recognition to 5 of our students that truly went above and beyond what was expected of them as high school students. These 5 individuals took on extra rigors of college courses along with their high school classes and various extracurricular activities as they proudly represented our school. In doing so, they sit here this evening not only as high school graduates, but as associate degree graduates at Texas Southwest College as well. Associate degree graduates, please stand to be recognized for this great accomplishment. Ariana Pantoja and Destiny Palomín Ramirez. I would also like to recognize our students who earned an industry-based certification. We had a total of 29 students who earned an IBC in at least one or more of the following areas. Phlebotomy technicians, please stand. Please remain standing. Certified medical assistants, please stand. Uncommissioned level 2 security officers, please stand. Elanco fundamentals of animal science, please stand. AWS welding certification, please stand. NOCTI general management, please stand. And principles of floral design, please stand. Please be seated. We would like to take this moment to recognize 2 outstanding members of our graduating class who have chosen to serve our country by enlisting in the United States Armed Forces. Ana Alvarado Ramirez will be joining the United States Air Force, and Luna San Miguel will be serving in the United States Navy. We commend their courage, dedication, and commitment to protecting our nation. Their decision to serve is a true testament to their character, and we are incredibly proud of them. We thank them for their future service and wish them the very best in their military careers. Thank you. As our graduates receive their diploma, you notice that each graduate was handed a rose. This rose is not to be kept by our graduates. This rose symbolizes love and affection. Therefore, after the ceremony, we encourage each graduate to hand over their rose to the individual that has helped them achieve the milestone in their education and career. At this time, graduates, please rise. At this time, please change your tassel from the right side to the left side as a symbol of your transition and commencement. We ask that everyone stand and join us for the alma mater.
You may be seated. Once again, thank you for sharing not only this moment with us, but many years of guidance and support. We thank you for joining us in celebrating this wonderful memory and accomplishment. Before the class song and recessional, we would like to close this evening with a benediction by Senior Crystal Cardona.
Please stand and bow your heads. Gracious and loving God, we ask now for your almighty hand to be upon us as we celebrate this grand milestone. May we find comfort from our community's continued embrace and support as we journey through life. Bless our lives from this day on with goodness and success. Enable us to stay true to our dreams for your greater glory, to discern what is right, good, and just, and to use our gifts wisely and in service to others. Empower us to walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love, guided by your light, so that we may use our talents to go forth and set the world on fire. In your name we pray, amen.
You may be seated. Thank you for attending tonight's ceremony. Before we end the ceremony, can we give one more round of applause for our graduates, please? As we ask our seniors to start forming a circle here in the 50-yard line, we will be closing with the class song of 2025, Good Old Days by Macklemore.
Told me, hey, someday these will be the good old days. All the love you forget, and all these reckless nights you regret. Someday soon your heart is gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days. I was thinking about the band. I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van. In a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside the first time. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I've become. Can't wait to get older, can't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days. I wish somebody would've told me that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your heart is gonna change. You'll miss the magic of good old days. Wish I didn't think